Sarah invited Michael to move in with her on the last episode of Love After Lockup, and then immediately after, her then boyfriend Malcolm dumped her. Oh my god, you guys, Love After Lockup was on not so long ago, and holy crap, this show just gets crazier. I don't even know where to start, but the first thing I want to talk about is Sarah, Michael, and I guess you could even say Malcolm, Sarah's then boyfriend, because, yeah, they're not together anymore because finally this Malcolm guy either grew a brain or the Love After Lockup producers and whatnot were like, okay, you know, Malcolm, we don't need you anymore, and clearly you must be an actor because there's no way you'd ever want to be with Sarah. Nothing against Sarah, but it's like, you got so much baggage, girl, and not even with those two kids, but with Michael. So this is what went down. We got to see Love After Lockup. We know Michael is in town. He's in New York. I don't know what his plan is. I don't know what this guy does for any money. I don't even know how this guy even has 2 cents. It really makes no sense. Supposedly, you know, like ladies were sending him money. I don't even know, nor really care. But he's been in New York, and finally Sarah was like, you know what? We're getting along, which no, they aren't. They were just fighting like crazy like a day or so ago. But she goes, we're getting along, so what if you just, you know, moved in and stayed with us so you could be closer to the kids, you know, separate areas. And of course, you know, Michael was just like, okay, you know, he doesn't even, the guy freaking just wants to get with her, that's it, and he wants to act like he controls her and all this crap because he's a freaking control freak, so he was just like, okay, whatever. And then a little bit later, Sarah ended up going on a date with Malcolm, her then boyfriend, and she sat him down and said, look, this is the deal, you know Michael and Malcolm have met, it was awkward, it was weird, Malcolm was more than nice and friendly, and Michael was just kind of like, bleh. He was trying to be all jealous and Mr. Tough Guy. It was stupid. But she told him, hey, you know, he's in town, he's staying around. I said, why don't you just stay with us? And then right when Malcolm heard that, he goes, wait. You're trying to tell me the man you used to be with, that you have 2 kids with, is now going to live with you under the same roof, and nothing is going to happen? Come on, Sarah. And Sarah was like, yeah, I know, it sounds crazy. And he just said, peace out, I'm done. This is crazy, this is screwed up, I'm not going to be involved in it. I like you, which that kind of seems not true because I like you, but if you're going to be mixed up with Michael, I'm done. And he walked out, and that seems to be the end of Sarah and Malcolm. Now, I have heard rumors that Malcolm was a paid actor. I have heard rumors that maybe the guy's just a complete moron. I don't know yes or no, so I'm not even going to say, just take it with a grain of salt, but I would not be shocked if he was just completely fake for the show or something, because it's like, dude, why would he want to be with her and all that baggage? But now we can confirm, at least on the show, Sarah and Malcolm are not still together, and Michael is now technically living with Sarah, which just sounds unbelievable. And if you thought that was all the drama we gotta watch on Love After Lockup, you'd be completely wrong, because we saw so much more, starting off with John and Christiana and Christiana's sister. Because remember, last week we saw a little spoiler and heard some rumors and whatnot that it looked like, keyword, looked like, that John and Christiana's sister, not Christiana, she's still in jail, but Christiana's sister got together and did God knows what. And so I was just like, are you kidding me? Because if you don't know, Christiana's sister and mom did move in with John because there really wasn't, I think they needed a place to stay. That was basically it. So they moved in, and even the mom was like, oh my God, there is some real serious flirtation going on between John and Christiana's sister, Tara, I think. So it was awkward. It was like, oh, they are really kind of flirting. And then we got to see that night, Tara was out hanging out, John was hanging out. Next thing you know, Tara goes and she made the move. She went on to John and came on to him, and John just said, wait. He was like definitely kind of tempted, but he was like, wait, we can't do this. And John, I think, is bizarre and strange and weird, and just right when he married Christiana the first second he met her after only being with her for 3 months, and the fact this guy has been married like a billion times, okay, that's just weird in itself. But I do have to give the guy credit. He was not going to do, they didn't do anything, and he told her, he goes, this will ruin my marriage with your sister. And now he was kind of like, this will probably ruin, your relationship with her, because she still came on to him and she would not stop talking about the guy. Now, I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but John is definitely, I don't know, John Stamos from, I don't even know, Full House or whatever. It's like, he's not the most, gorgeous man. And I don't mean to be so rude, because that probably is rude when I say that, but it's like, he's not no freaking George Clooney, Zac Efron. He's a pretty average looking guy, and Tara's pretty average looking too, but I'm just like, why is she so into John is funny, and he definitely does seem to have a big heart to take care of the mom and blah blah, but it's like, why is she so into him? Like, it almost seems like she's kind of jealous of her sister. I'm not saying that's the case, but it's freaking weird that she came on to her sister's husband. But amazingly for John, the guy resisted. So more on them, but it looks like that Christiana's going to be coming out, and we did find out that she's actually already been in jail for 9 months, and it sounds like she's going to get out in like a month or so, and I believe in the next episode, she actually gets out, and then that's when all this confrontation, because I think John sits down Tara and the mom and just says, hey, what are we going to do? We cannot still live together if we're going to have this, we got a little something going on, this tension, chemistry thing, and if your sister is coming back, this is wrong, weird, inappropriate, we just cannot do it. So I think he's going to kick them out, but I could be wrong, and I am freaking curious to see what in God's name happens with John and Christiana and her sister Tara, because if I was Christiana, I don't even know if I could look back. I mean, that is a low blow by Tara to go after the girl's husband, so we're going to have to wait and see. And then there was Puppy and Amber, and this is now starting to kind of get awkward, cringy, I don't like, that's all I'm going to say, I don't like this. We got to see Puppy and Amber, they did a little something the night before. They were romantic. And, Puppy was like, honestly, Puppy has been talking about being with Amber for like the last however many episodes. And then after it happened, she was like, it was cool, it was good. And she wasn't like enthusiastic, like, oh my God. She was like, it was cool, whatever. And I think she feels uncomfortable because the next day, because let me also say the night before, they were doing a lot of this. And the next day, Amber woke up and was like, what happened last night? She was kind of playing dumb, being naive, trying to act like nothing really happened, and Puppy was like, are you kidding me? Come on, you know what happened. And basically Puppy just called her out and said, what is the deal? Do you want to be with me? Are we going to be in a relationship? What is going on? And then that is when something very interesting and bizarre and kind of a twist of fate happened, because that is when Amber said, actually, I am with my ex now. And we got to hear her on the phone with a man, and she was saying, I love you. We didn't know who he was. Well, now we know it is Amber's ex. Normal looking guy, average looking guy, whatever. He's coming out of jail soon, but she said something very interesting. She said that when she was away with Puppy, that they had these big goals to get out and date other men. So, Amber was like, we were never talking about being together in a relationship once we got out. She was like, we always talked about Amber will have her man, Puppy will have her man, and that is it. So I'm kind of like, ooh, that is very interesting, because we heard a totally different story from Puppy, and it makes me sit here and kind of think, ooh, who is lying? Because definitely one of them is not telling the truth, because Puppy's acting like they were, destined to be, they were going to fall in love, all that kind of jazz, but Amber's saying a totally different story, and Amber's still saying, we are BFFs for life. Well, she loves her as a friend, but she's like, I'm not going to date you. So she was not broken her the news. I still kind of feel like Amber doesn't want to break her the news, because I don't think she wants to move out, and I think she's kind of afraid that if she makes Puppy mad enough, Puppy's mom will kick her out on the street. But I could be wrong, but definitely I think it's going to get a little intense between Puppy and Amber, because once Amber tells Puppy about her man, I think she's going to be upset and hurt, so we're going to have to see how it goes down. And then we saw some of the worst people to ever be on this show, and that'd be Sean and Destiny. And what I would love for Lockup to do is just to do a screen with text on it and say, Sean and Destiny are whatever happens. They are not still together, and Destiny's now in jail. End of story, close the book, and we can move on with them, because oh my God, I'm so sick and tired of seeing these two idiots and nothing ever actually happening. It was Destiny's big court date. We were so excited to see, is Destiny gonna show up? Drum roll please. Okay, then it happens. She goes. And guess what? Sean, the biggest idiot in the whole world, he shows up too. And of course, Destiny doesn't want anything to do with him. She won't talk to him because he lied, which, yes, he did lie about his kids and his age, which that is stupid. The guy's a clear moron. The only thing I'm going to say for his defense, though, is, dude, you're driving his car and using his credit card, so Destiny, shut up. But they're both idiots, they're both morons. But anyway, Destiny goes to the court, and then it's like, okay, well, hey, I guess he's off the hook for the 50 grand, right? No, wrong, because then she comes out and says because of the pandemic, there's nothing they can do, and they had to postpone the court date, and so she has to do it at a later date. And it's just like, oh my God, this is so annoying, so stupid, and I'm so freaking sick and tired of it. And what I believe is now going to happen is, because Destiny doesn't want anything to do with the guy, she will not talk to him. And I think what happens is, because she has his car, I think Sean's finally just like, you know what, I need to get my car back, I need to, get my credit card back and move on with my life. And so I think he goes to Destiny's sister's place to get the car, and she obviously won't give it to him, and I believe he has to get it towed back to Vegas, and then I think at that point, that's when Destiny just vanishes, she's gone, and it sounds like there is an itty-bitty, itsy-bitsy, very small little rumor that there's a possibility that for the upcoming upcoming court date, because I think that, Sean and Destiny's relationship is done. I think what happens is for the upcoming court date, she doesn't even go to it. And I think that is when there's a possibility, I've heard a rumor from Sean's ex-wife, or not even ex-baby mama, whatever, that he actually gets hit with a bill for $50,000. But remember, complete rumor, complete speculation. I can't say yes or no, but it definitely sounds like it could be true because, hey, the guy's an idiot, and Destiny, she's an idiot. She's an even bigger idiot. She's a freaking liar, moron. I don't like her one bit, and I would not be shocked if that's what happens. So, yeah, very interesting. It does sound like Destiny eventually goes back to jail. I'm not sure for how long, but it does sound like she's in jail right now. And I even heard from, I read online that from Sean's ex, baby mama, whatever, that there's a possibility that Sean might even still be sending Destiny money in jail. So this guy, I mean, he's so stupid. I would love to sit this guy down, just have a face-to-face and just say, dude, I'm sorry, but you are dumb, and someone needs to do a couple of these. They need to go boom, 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 boom to Sean and just get the guy to open his eyes and realize he is a freaking idiot, number one. Number two, she does not love him. And number three, why not go with his baby mama? The baby mama's cute, and it's like they already have the kids. Go with her. But, I mean, it's just... they're crazy. He's an idiot. So is Destiny, and I am sick and tired of those two. And we saw Chevelle and Quaylin, and yes, we already know Quaylin. I mean, this is why I'm starting to kind of get annoyed with Love After Lockup. Nothing is happening of substance. We are in the same scenes over and over and over again. So we saw Chevelle and Quaylin like 25 episodes ago. They've been at this stupid amusement park, and guess what? They're still there. And so he's trying to convince Chevelle to date him. I don't know if they do or do not. I know one thing, her cousin D-Mark cannot stand Quaylin. I don't really know why. At this point, it's like, why do you even care? I like D-Marks. I thought the cousin, he was being kind of protective. He was standing up for his cousin Chevelle, but now I'm kind of like, dude, just drop it. Why do you even care? It's like, just let the girl live. If she wants to be with Quaylin, that's her own mistake. Let her live. It's her money, her life. Let her do her thing. And I think that they could possibly work, but it's like, man, this guy will not stop. So he wasn't even going to come near Quaylin. He was so mad, he walked away. And it sounds like, Quaylin's on the verge of convincing Chevelle to take him back. Okay, fantastic, whatever. But I did see in an upcoming episode, I don't know when this episode's going to be, but I did see in an upcoming episode that it looks like Quaylin and D-Mark, Chevelle's cousin, actually might go head-to-head. And that'd be sad to see because it's going to ruin, everyone's relationship. So I just kind of wish D-Mark would just take a step back, leave it alone, who cares? It's her life, her mistake, if it is even a mistake, but I'm not even going to comment, whatever. And then we saw Brittany and Brittany's mom, and it's sad, it's emotional, I hate to see it, I hate to even talk about it, honestly, because it's a very sad thing. Brittany's mom, she has a horrible addiction, and now we're starting to kind of uncover the layers that a lot of this issues with her is coming from her actual mom, Brittany's grandma, who she doesn't even call grandma, but that's kind of what it is. She has a lot of issues, a lot of, difficulties when she was younger, and that kind of, stems back to the addiction problem. So I feel bad for the mom. It sounds like they're going to go to Alaska and try to kind of meet up with her face-to-face and work out some of her differences, but, it's a very sad, and it's a very sad situation. So Love After Lockup, we did not see Scott and Lindsay because I think that, honestly, so many of these scenes happened, like, almost a year ago, and it's like they didn't get much footage. So, like, Sean and Destiny, they didn't get a lot of footage. And so that's why I feel like they keep stretching it out. Maybe even Quaylin and Chevelle, they probably didn't get a lot of footage. They keep stretching it out and stretching. It's like, oh my God, just show something. And this show's only an hour long, so you don't even need much footage. And it's just, I want to see what happens with these couples. And then boom, close the door, move on to some new couples. But these guys, they will never show anything. But Scott and Lindsay, we didn't get to see them. It sounds like she's back in jail. That's it. Fantastic. That'd probably be better for the whole world if Lindsay was back in jail. And Lacey and Shane and John, we didn't get to see anything with them either. They were not on this episode, but it sounds like they're going to be on the next one. So Love After Lockup, very good show, very entertaining. My only complaint every week is this show should be 2 hours long and they should have less cliffhangers. But hey, I'm not a producer. I have no say, so I'm just babbling for no apparent reason. But anyway, you guys, comment below what y'all think of this show. I freaking love it. Comment below what y'all think of the couples, and oh my God, the drama with Michael and Sarah and whatnot. Definitely some pretty heavy stuff, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.